Hey guys, here we are again, 38 Special, loading today. I'm actually on my last piece of brass to run through the case prep center here. I just wanted to run one last case through here and talk to you for a minute about finishing this up and then moving to the next stage. So I'm going to do one, and I'm going to remember we kind of left off here last time. So this prep station is going to be kind of loud in the video, so just know that. So the first thing we do is we clean out our primer pocket. I'm not putting a lot of pressure on that, but primer pocket's clean. Then I run it down over this brush. This brush is configured in a spiral, so the thing kind of moves up the row every time it does a rotation. So I kind of just put it down there and hold it on there because of that. It's not going to leave lines or anything in your brass. Come over here and you deburr the inside, then you deburr your outside. Again, not too much pressure. Shut the brass trimming station off. And this is one of the reasons that I wanted to do this video. I'm putting my brass back in the separators it's the things that are in the box when they come out. So what I do, and this is the time that I separate my brass. So I have a thing over here for not federal, and then I have one over here for federal. That's how I separate my brass. So this is not a federal. You can kind of look at the brass itself after you do this for a while, and you can tell, even when it's laying on its side, what's a federal brass and what's not a federal brass. Federal brass is a little brighter. It looks better. Here's one right here. So I don't know if you can see that or not. Anyway, that's a piece of federal brass. So I put it over here on this one. This is not. This is. So anyway, this is a good time to separate your brass. The next step that I'm going to do, and I separate my brass here because I'm getting ready to clean them one more time. Going to put them back in the tumbler for about 30 minutes per 100. I put about 100 at a time in there. I just found that that's a good number. I put 150, I put 200 in there before. I just, 100 is a good number, so that's why I use it. So anyway, now is a good time to separate your brass before you clean it for what will be the last time before we start loading. And I'll be back with you soon when we start this loading process, which will start with priming. You remember we've already expanded the necks of the case. We've already cleaned it once. And I will put this in here since I'm talking about it. If I get brass, like say I pick up a bunch of brass at the range, which I don't do that a lot anymore because I have way too much brass at this point in my lifetime. But if you pick brass up at the range, you don't want to put it in your polishing media. Corncob is a finer grain than, let's say, walnut or something like that. So you don't want to put your dirty brass that you find at the range in that media. So you want to find some other media. I have some walnut. I also have a ultrasonic cleaner. You can do it that way if you want to. But I usually will come in and run it through actually it's dirty walnut, but even though it's dirty, it knocks off the big stuff. And then I have some clean walnut that I run through too. So I get it to a different stage before I put it in my corncob media it actually has a little car wax in it. I use New Finish car wax. It gets in with the corncob media. It really does a good job at polishing up your brass. A lot of people, and it's an industry standard really, to use Flitz. Flitz is great. However, when I was out shopping for flits, I couldn't find any. So the old school guys used to use New Finish car wax. It comes in an orange bottle and it works great. And what I like about it is that it leaves sort of a coating on the outside of your brass. And when you go to resize it and decap it, it slides up in that die nice and smooth. Instead of getting stuck in there, you've got sort of a natural lubricant there, and that's from polishing your brass. I've got steel dies and carbide dies, and it works pretty much the same on both of them. I know there's going to be some guys, oh, you don't want to do that. Okay, I'm just telling you what I do. Okay, so there's that. And at this point, this video was really to tell you that at this point in the game, I'm separating my brass. Why do you separate your brass? Well, there's lots of reasons. So for me, I separate my brass in federal and not federal. So federal brass seems to clean up and shine really good. So I keep my federal brass separate from my other brass. The other brass, I take the range, I shoot it, and I come back and reload it, and I shoot it and reload it, and shoot it and reload it. I tend to hoard my federal brass. I really shouldn't do it that way, but you know, I take a lot of this brass that's not federal brass, and I just shoot it until the case cracks at the neck. And you know, I probably still get 5 to 10 loads out of that, so I'm getting good use out of that used brass that's not federal. I have a feeling federal is a little bit stiffer. Somebody told me a long time ago that federal brass was better brass. I don't know the real answer to that question, but that's why I do it. So anyway, happy shooting, and God bless you.